family, friends, and fellow gamers. Welcome to Grumpy Gnome Gaming. I am the Grumpy Gnome. Welcome to episode 25 of Banished. As you can see, let's have a talk for a minute first. Banished is one of those casual games that somehow has a very small group of people that put a lot of effort into it. And I'm not just talking about the mod people. I'm also talking about the players themselves. There is a group of players out there. And if you were to just type in Banished as in search and look to see who's playing this game, you're going to find out we're actually a tight community. One person I really want to give a shout out to is Kendi64. She has made the effort of actually commenting on my videos, and it really made me feel, we got nomads. It made me feel like I'm becoming part of the community. And I think that's awesome, because the one thing that I did was, oh my gosh, I lost my nomads now. Ha ha ha. Oh well, it's what I deserve. It's a really, really, really cool community to follow. And that's really all I want to say about it. I've been a long-time subscriber to the Banished community. Most of your regular players on there I do follow. I have been unable to do any uploads because of my lack of graphic card performance. But now that I got the new laptop, I'm flying through these games. Normally I would have so much lag at this point that I would quit, but I'm having fun with this. So anyway, let's see if we can find our nomads. Are you at this immigrant office? No, you're not. Are you at, where did we put the other? I thought we had a town hall over here. Maybe if we zoom in a little. And if we don't have a town hall over here, that's all right. Wait, I see nomads down here. Are you the town hall? Which would be this one here, which would be this button here, and there they are. There's 29 of these buggers. Do we want to let 29 people into our town? And you know what I'm going to say? Why not? Food, we're still doing good on. And that's going to bring me up just to another thing. This is one of those rant episodes, so just bear with me. The reason for all of these trading docks here, and I don't think I've ever seen anybody do this before, but here's a little nostalgia. For those of us who can remember the old days of Las Vegas, when you can get a shrimp cocktail for 99 cents, you can get a ham and egg breakfast for $1.99, or you can get a 1 pound prime rib dinner for $5.99. Well, this is my Las Vegas buffet line. And just because you have so many options available does not mean you have to take stuff from everyone. What I am doing by constantly going back and checking these guys is getting my necessities over with. The thing is, I might not even be using these until 5-7 episodes later, but I'll have them in my inventory. There's going to come a time where I'm just going to ignore all my trading posts altogether because there is nothing I'm going to need anymore. I'm setting up for long-term survival, because how many of you who have played this game before have gone from 10,000 plus units of food into single digits because of one event that may happen? Maybe you had a baby boom. Maybe you brought in too many nomads. Maybe you just, or something could have, a fire, a tornado could have gone through and wiped out all your food. Well, this actually allows me, I can literally, if I wanted to, probably these 5 right here combined are going to have over 10,000 units of food. So if I needed 10,000 units of food in an instant, boom, all I got to do is purchase everything they have, and right away the food crisis has been averted. Anyway, this episode, once again, I did a lot of offline planning. I brought this flattened area a little closer to the mountain to make it a little more narrow. And as you can tell, we have got an entire row back here of tiny shacks, because I think that the tiny shacks is probably going to be the best house to fit a mining community. These right here are my little stone quarries. So we got 6 quarries, we got a crap ton of mines, and we got a crap ton of tiny shacks, all of which will be upgraded to hold 4, a family of 4. Over here, my greatest planning so far is this. We've got our mining area here. Over here, we've got a jade quarry and a jade quarry. Down here, we've got a marble quarry and a marble quarry. This is literally going to be a miner's paradise. I've got these 4 corners out here are all going to have storage. These right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to duplicate that down here too, are all statue carvers. So the jade is going to go into statues, the marble is going to go into statues, and I've got 2, 4, right now I've got 6. I don't know if I'm going to keep them at the bottom or not, or if I even want to keep 4 up on one side. Down here, we've got, if it'll open up, these are tiny shacks once again on the outside. And if I can zoom in and actually pick out, these right here, because of our firewood crisis, instead of putting stone into this one, I have made this one into a woodcutter's paradise. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 woodcutters all working. And I know I could use the vanilla woodcutter and load those up, or I could even put a water wheel woodcutter in. But you know, it doesn't fit the vibe of the small community. And because of our tree deficit, guess what we're doing? If you said dense tree shacks, you would be correct. 1 here and 1 here. So we're going to plop in 2 dense tree shacks into this area. They are going to supply all these woodcutters with the firewood that they need. And if there is an excess of wood, we can even put some of these statue carvers into wood statues. So, you know what? Let's hit the play button. Let's drop it down to 5. They might as well be doing something while we're talking. So anyway, our tequila production is running in full operation now. This is all agave that's going down. You can see that the masher is currently mashing. The distillery, it has nothing to distill, but that's okay, because as the crops come in, they're going to deal with that. And the one thing that you're going to start yelling at me about is, hey, Grumps, you have no storage. I realize that. So what I actually did was back here, I put in 3 connecting storage units to do the storage there. And I have got storage. Okay, there's my small houses. Yeah, because we need people to live out here too. But on the corners, like up here, if it comes in, there we go. We got mission storage. I believe over here there's mission storage. So not only do we have the storage back here for the tequila production, but our workers here are eventually going to have storage as well. I just realized we brought in a ton of work. You know what? We need more builders. My squirrel kicked in again, so there we go. Let's get 18 in there. So I've got roads that are being constructed on the note of roads. Okay, and they did flatten this. So let's go ahead. What I did over here was I just extended our housing and remove structures. Uh-oh, we got something going on. And we've got Disteria. Okay, so now when you have sick people running around, and you know that brings up another point. This is my only hospital up here, and I want to go ahead and drop in somebody there. I thought I assigned one, and he probably went to this little one right down here. Then it's already got a patient. So I probably should put a few more hospitals and spread them out. Because once you get these people that have diseases or viruses running around, they will infect others. And the sooner you bring it under control, the better, because people will, let me rephrase that, people can die from that. Now, I am noticing our food is going slightly in a downward spiral, which is not a good thing. Okay, sugarcane. I don't know if we talked about this last one, but that is going to kick this into overdrive. Because remember, this is our sugar refiner, and you know that reminds me, we need to now put him to sugar cane. And he's going to make sugar for the jam shop over here, who's going to use the rose hips, which are a natural growing product of this climate. Once again, guys, know your climate and know what it produces. Okay, we came across over here. I don't know. I think what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to take a road. We're just going to go out here. And I think we're going to go ahead and start a... This may be the beginning of a new dock area. Haven't yet decided what we're going to do. But we'll get to that later. Okay, we're losing a lot of people, but somehow that hasn't changed. Oh, let's pause for a second. Because the one thing we're going to need for all these people, we got 4 homeless. We can deal with that. What I probably want to do is start getting more people into this area over here. And I want people in our tequila producing areas. Now, I've got this slated for housing. What am I missing? We're still missing logs. So you know the quickest way to get logs is actually clear cut. Let's take a moment and actually clear cut some areas. And this is as good a place as any to begin. And then that's going to make it also easier to plan out the area and get stuff to plan out that area with the open spaces. We'll take all of you. We'll take all of you. Take all of you. Okay, let's hit play. And then logs are going to start going up like crazy right now. Because once you start clear cutting an area, it really produces a lot. If I ever get to the point where I actually let an episode run, I know it's one of my, I'll call it a handicap. It's one of my things. I am so into planning that if something gets away from me, I actually, well, as my name says, I get grumpy. So I need to always be, I'm a control freak. I need to be in control of what's going on at all times. Okay, we've got a couple things that we were going to buy. How are they doing? Oh, we never even got these set up. We wanted, I almost think that we wanted everything here. Can we deal with you first? What do we got here? What are you bringing us? Olive seeds. See, once again, this is just for vanity, because I don't think olive oil really has a use in this game for anything. Pumpkin, I really don't know. Herbs I'm not worried about because I've got herbalists out collecting them. But I'm gonna feel even worse if I miss an opportunity. So with that said, it looks like we're collecting 500 linen cloths. Do we already have them? Yes, we do. I believe 5. Let's just see. Let's start off with this. And let's go ahead and kick all 500 in over here. There's our straight trade for olives. I don't need pumpkins right now. Look at this. Somehow that just jumped another 10,000, 11,000. So once again, our food production is still there, even though we took in, and all the nomads are housed, even though we took in all those nomads, we still have the food production to support it. Okay, dismiss you, back you out. And as we have discovered, and I believe even Kendi commented on it, is you do have to keep a trader in the trading post to move the material or the crop out of the post. What do we want here? The quince. Quince will make more jam. So yes, I'm probably going to grab that. Pears, these are all about the orchards, which are actually going to help for the taverns. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something totally crazy here. Oops, linen. Oops. No, I want to go here. No, in here. There we go. Where are my linens? We are in alphabetical order. I've got 900. Okay. Trade inventory. 900 linen. Oops. Hello. 900. Oops, hello. And let's go down to our other stuff. Wool coats, I've got 1,500. Where are my wool coats? Wool coats are right there. 150. And then I've got warm coats is 300. Where are my warm coats? 300. Trade. Okay. Bring all that in, and with all of that, we're going to figure out how much we can buy. And you know something else I might as well start getting rid of is my pearls. So let's go ahead and throw in 100 pearls as well. And that'll be another 1,000. Now, don't freak out on me here because you think that I'm getting rid of my entire... Wow, survival coats, I've got 200. Don't think that I'm getting rid of all of my coats and stuff, because all I'm going to do is use up enough to get what I need out of this purchase. And where are my survival coats? There they are. Let's go ahead and throw 200 of those in. All right, and we're going to let you work. So I'm going to minimize you because you're going to take forever. Oh, good. I got two traders in this one. Good, so they'll go a little faster. All right, here we go. Now, where are we going to put our people? Well, remember, we need people over here because of the... Oh, you know what? Let's clear cut some more because wood right now is a shortage of ours. We can come all the way up to the top here. We can cut across here. That's ready to be flattened. Okay. And let's go ahead and collect a little bit down this side. Let's collect a little bit off the bottom. Kind of like that-ish. And let's, did we already get this stuff? No, we didn't. So we'll take that as well. Okay, that's enough collection for a while. Another thing, I don't know if you looked closely enough at this, and we might not see it in the snow, but we've started stoning some of our roads. So I went ahead and I took the main thoroughfares, and I have already stoned some of the road just because we had so much of an excess in stone. Down here, if we need more food, you know what? We've got people. Let's put them to work. This right here, an entire row of shanties. Basically, I mirrored. Let me see if I can zoom out here. This side I mirrored over here. And the coldness is really starting to bother me. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to kick all of these into production. So we are now in firewood production mode. Oops, that's a statue carver. Didn't want that. Down here. No, well, that's a shack. You know what? We're going to actually have to get people in this area. So the shacks are going to be coming in as well. And the one thing I want to do with my shacks, I mean, as soon as they move in, we're going to kick them right out again. It sounds mean, but I would much rather upgrade the shacks early so that they can actually have a family of... Okay, where's my shacks? They're down here. I would much rather have a family of 4 in there than a family of 3, because a family of 3, one child is going to sit in there and take up that whole spot, when it would be much more feasible to get that child in and out. Okay, we are going to need a storage barn up here, at least one. Why don't we go ahead and drop in a second one? And my choice for a 4x3 is always going to be probably the dock storage. And we'll put that in right down there. Okay, so that's going to give us 2 storage barns. We've got a stockpile here, a stockpile here. We've already given the tree shack people their stockpiles. Now these guys are going to produce... Why didn't I open these guys up yet? These guys are going to produce so many trees or logs for us that I don't even think these little strip, or they call them conveyor belt, stockpiles are going to be... I'm going to upgrade you, upgrade you, upgrade you, upgrade you. I don't even think that these strips are going to be able to support the output that the forester, or whatever you call this guy in here, is going to be able to keep up with. All right, what are we looking at? We're still doing fairly well here. Because they jumped into this area right away, I'm guessing that this is probably where the majority of our workforce is going. And here we go. Woodcutters. I'm just going to... Does it automatically deset them to 2? No, they're at 1. So I'm just going to come down here. My woodcutter, I could take a max of 16. Guess what? Whoops. Hello. Is that 16? There we go. All right, guys. Now, all of a sudden, we're going to have more firewood production than we know what to do with. They're already upgrading the tiny shacks, which is awesome. And one more to upgrade. Okay, and you know what? We're actually done with this area for now. If we wanted to, we can put some miners in. What do we got here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got room for 4 more workers in this area. So you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and make you coal. We'll make you coal. We'll go ahead and make you iron. And you're going to be iron. And let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, but I only want to get... I always try to set my workers down to 1 because I don't... Oops. I don't want to get to the point where I've got 5 workers in 1 mine and 1 worker in another. Everything has to be balanced. Oh, and now I need to assign them. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, they're going someplace else. And now we're stuck trying to figure out where they're going. And I'll do that offline. Oh, they went into these mines. And you know what we're gonna do? Oh, you're still doing well. Let's go ahead and pause these because I want to spread out the workload a little bit. And on that note, I'm also going to yeah, see, there we go. Tequila. How are they doing? We should have housing in there now. Yeah, we do. Check it out. So these little corner groups here, these are housing for Tequila. All these single standing units here are storage units. And I haven't yet decided what I want to do here. Now, there's other interesting things in the mission setting that we can bring in. But let's see, see, these hold I don't know if they're families of 3 or I thought they holded 4. Because if they're only holding 3, that's really, 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 really gonna suck. Because once again, then we're gonna get that. You know, let's see if we can look it up here, and we want to go to the mission. And we're doing the small houses, 4 inhabitants. Okay, so it should be 2 parents and 2 kids. Should be able to fit in each one of these. Maybe they just haven't gotten to the point where the second child is born yet. Yeah, we'll believe that. And then there's other things we can do here, like if we wanted to, we can go ahead and put in a church. Or we could put a school in. I'll probably do that. Dress this area up kind of mission-y. And then this will be its own little area. Oh, man, why haven't I done this yet? Back here, open up this storage for the Tequila people. Otherwise, they're going to fill up the storage in the field. And back here, we've actually got 3 more houses. There is our 30-minute timer. You know what? I realize that this episode was a rant, but there was a couple things I really wanted to talk about. And number one is my appreciation for the Banished community. It was the early influencers in Banished that got me into this game. And I am, I guess, grateful. I guess that's a way of saying it. If it wasn't for them, I would not have discovered this game. So here's a big shout out to them. I remember the first person I ever watched was Honeywell. And she's probably the one who sold me on this game. Whoops, I don't want to go in there. So with that said, if you're watching this, and if you like Banished, check out the other people who are streaming this game and show them some love too. Visit their sites, give them a like, comment. I realize that my subscriber base is nowhere near the point where I should be giving out advice like that. But when you've got something that you're really passionate about, you want to share it with others in hopes to find other people who will also, share that passion. All right. I think, and once again, we're just moving along. Okay, as you can tell, the ones that do not have this symbol on them are already at their 4 capacity mode. And everybody here is just about hooked up. Oops, accidentally built a couple. Oh, wow. Why? Okay, yeah, these are the carvers. I didn't mean to do that, but we did. And as you can see, our firewood production here is really starting to kick into overdrive. I need to, oh man, okay, our shacks are built. Let's go ahead and, where's my button for you? 2 of these guys. 1, 2. All right, guys, we are now in the tree business. They're going to start planting this area, and it is going to become so dense with trees that these guys are going to have to work overtime. Good. All right. So this is another region that we have addressed. I guess we've definitely got the resources. As you can see, we just went from like 0 firewood up to 700 with this little, build that we did here. So, what I'm going to go ahead and do, and once again, don't hate me on this one, is I'm actually going to take our firewood limit 625, 1250, 1250, 24, 2500. I'm actually going to take us to 2500 in firewood. No, I'm not. I'm going to do something even crazier. No limit. Because by the time they eat through all of this, our shacks are going to be producing, and then they will be able to keep up. And not that I want the firewood for trade, but it's one commodity that a lot of Banished players use for trade. As you have probably noticed in my episodes, I'm all about the fabric industry. And that is always going to be my first go-to, is going to be fabrics. The next thing I'm probably going to start doing is putting down some big dollar items. What I mean by that is in our new mining community, not only are we going to have the jade statues and the marble statues, which respectively bring over $200 for one of them and dollars, units. They bring a lot of units in for the jade and marble. The stone, not so much, but you know what? Stone is a cheap early commodity to get out there. But the jade statues and the marble statues are big dollar items. Also over here, we're going to get a building supplier in, and I think the building supplies go for like $155 each if you sell them. We're going to start with glassworks as well. And then on that note, I was going to actually flatten this area here so that we can put in a row of glass, what do you call them? Let's come off of this road here, come across here like that. It looks like I've already flattened it. Maybe we need to come up a little, but let's keep it at that. And, you know, as long as we're here, let's see how many of those we can put down. If I can remember where the heck they were. There's 2 of them. Was it under this? No, it would have been here. Oh my gosh, I'm doing the one thing that I hate, and that's looking for things. And you know what? I'm not even going to bother because I'm going to drive myself nuts looking for it. But when you come back in the next episode, I'm probably going to have at least 2, maybe 3 of the glass pits, not the glass, the sand pits over here. And then this is also another dock market that's going in here. That's going to be for basically collecting the trees, all of the stuff here is all going to be here. And I may, just to make this look more realistic, maybe drop an... No, I'm not. I'm not going to put trading posts on my rivers. Okay, guys. I think I have spoken enough. One last thing I want to look at. Remember we were talking about coming up this direction? Rotate, rotate, rotate. That's going to line up with that. And I think that is our first trading post. Boom. So now you're going to get a look at how the next protocol up here is going to start looking. And then we got the docks coming out, and of course we're going to fill those in. All right, guys. Once again, I'm sorry for the rants. Some of you may even appreciate some commentary or over commentary. If you liked this episode, please give me a like. If you didn't like it, instead of remaining silent, let me know what you didn't like, and I'll try to correct it. And if you've already subbed, please tell 10 friends. If you haven't subbed yet, please drop me a sub and then tell 10 friends. I'm Grumpy Gnome. I am going to be out of here. Thank you for coming on this journey with me, and we'll see you on the next one. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop.